Welcome back,
It's
guys.
that time again. I just looked at my clock. You know what it says? Total 90 o'clock, baby. Episode 3 of Total 90 Podcast, brought to you by WTK Rock Solid Sports. I'm Aidan Corley. Sitting next to me is Riley Walker. Riley, what's going on, man?
What is happening? No Premier League to talk about this weekend, but we got something a little
We're
different.
getting creative today. It's the international break. It brings out the creativity in all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap. I hear something. You know what it is?
What?
It's the intro music. It's creeping up on me.
What are we doing today? We are creating a tier list. I know, super creative.
I don't know. Have you ever heard of a tier list before?
Nope, never. Top 20 Premier League signings of all time based on
Time.
most
Based on just-
expensive.
And we're ranking them based on how good they were, obviously.
Of course.
There's this mint in my mouth right now. It is, it's in there.
All right. Do we want to start at... We got to start at 20.
Now we got 20 and work our way up.
Okay.
I just want to make this clear. This is like only their time at that
Yeah.
club, not before, not after, just when they were there.
Yep.
A, B, C, D, F tiers. We're not going S. We're just keeping it simple, classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's start. So the 20th most expensive Premier League transfer of all time is none other than Chelsea's very own, not anymore, Kepa Arrizabalaga for 80 million euros. Is he still the world's most expensive goalkeeper?
As far as I'm aware. I think
Definitely
so.
was at the time.
I think so, yeah.
As a young lad, all kinds of pressure.
Yep.
Riley, you're a Chelsea fan. Start us off. Where does Kepa fall on your A, B, C, D, F tier list ranking?
I think... So we're just talking about his time at Chelsea. I think it's got to be a C- kind of area.
I put him at a D.
Yeah, okay, D. I didn't want to be too harsh starting it off, but...
No, I think he can't be any higher than that.
No, I think D was fair. I think
Because his first season, for all the pressure he had, it really wasn't that bad.
no.
He had
And then I
14
think-
clean sheets in the Premier League, which was third.
Well, I think our defense was probably...
Oh, yeah,
also
let me
super
say,
helpful around that time, but...
and I mean, that was like Maurizio Sarri brought him in, and that's clearly the guy that Sarri wanted, and like, you know,
Yeah.
that was his only season falling out. I mean, we all know what
Yeah.
happened in the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah.
That kind of cemented his
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 fate.
legacy. But I mean, we'll figure out later who falls below him in the F tier, and there's just no way he can be in that same clump of players, but there's also no way
No.
he can be any higher than D. It's just,
I just think every time he played, you were scared. I was scared.
I know what it's like to be scared of a
I was
goalkeeper.
scared we were going to get scored on.
How does
He
he
was just-
compare to Robert Sanchez now?
I'd take Robert Sanchez. Kepa is just a small keeper. For a keeper, I think he was like 6'3", which obviously isn't short, but in the Premier League it kind of is. And he just wasn't very strong. So he's,
Yeah,
Very
the wheels definitely just
yeah.
fell
just
off very quickly. But I will
never
say,
worked.
yeah, it's kind of revived his career a little bit. He was really good at Bournemouth last year.
Mhm.
Backed up at Real Madrid before that, backing up at Arsenal now.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing, but definitely not.
He's a backup keeper. That's all he is
Yeah,
right now.
so much for Kepa. Yeah, so Kepa, we both have him pretty much in the same spot.
Straight into
Enough
D.
said about him.
D.
The 19th most expensive Premier League transfer of all time. Any guesses, people listening? It is Nicolas Pepe.
From Lille.
Went to Arsenal also for 80 million euros.
Wow.
I also have him in D tier.
Yep. I think every team he's played for other than Arsenal, he looks really good. I mean,
Yeah,
especially for Lille.
And like when you like watch him like in flashes at Arsenal,
yeah.
you could see it. But forking out that kind of money, and I remember the stat when he transferred in, it was like other than Messi, he was the only player in Europe's top 5 leagues, I think, to have 20 plus goals and 20 plus assists that season. So it's like you expect him to come in and like be that guy for Arsenal, and like especially that when you think about where Arsenal was at that time, they needed somebody.
They needed anyone.
They needed anybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, he he had 10 goals in his second season in the Prem. Like he wasn't
Awful.
He wasn't awful, but I think one of the things is, like, guess who else was kind of coming up at that time who plays the same position, Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think they realized, like, maybe
Just need to give the young guy a chance.
so they realized what they had on their hands was Saka, and
Yeah.
Pepe just kind of fell out of favor. But I think there's another universe where the Pepe transfer works out. For Arsenal,
this
it was not this one.
Just not this one.
But there are people significantly worse on this list than what Pepe did to Arsenal. He never did anything bad. He just didn't do much good.
No.
I would say.
All right. So we've got 2 Ds to start us off.
Mm-hmm.
Back to another Chelsea player.
Wesley Fofana. 80.4 million euros.
Definitely.
Back in the summer of 2022.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I'm making it a trio of Ds.
I feel like C is fair.
Really?
Yeah. I think obviously he's been ravaged with injuries, and that hasn't helped.
That's why I have
anything
him so
at all.
low. I think he's a really good center back,
Yeah.
but
When
I need to see that he's a really good center back.
when he plays, I think he's our second best center back.
He's only played 32 Premier League games for Chelsea since he signed.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
That is not a good look.
No. I mean, obviously
he's only played more than 20 games like in a season one time since he's been in the Prem. That was his first season at Leicester.
Yeah. I just don't think the ACL injury was obviously
That's
those are,
definitely not ideal. I
really
wouldn't want to tear
difficult
my
come back
ACL either.
from. But if we weren't talking about injuries, I'd say he could be one of the best.
Yeah, if he'd been healthy the whole time, I think there's a world where he's
one of the best.
one
in
of the
league.
best. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when he was at Leicester, I thought for sure, I was like, he's going to be a mainstay for years. And I mean, he's still young. He still could be. I think when he's healthy, he's probably. I don't know if he's. I don't think he'd be Chelsea's best center back, but
I think second.
Yeah, I think him
behind.
and Colwell would be the starters if you could have all your team healthy forever.
It's just almost like every time he plays, you're just worried, like one of the
Oh
muscles.
yeah, because
is
it's
gonna
like
go.
Reece James a few years ago when every time he touched the ball he got hurt.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're worried every time he kicks the ball hard or he runs really fast, and it's
anytime he just looks the wrong way,
he's gonna go. Yeah.
Because I mean, like he played he missed a whole season.
Yeah, I mean with the ACL.
How many games has he played this year? Is he actually playing a little bit this year?
He started 2 maybe.
So he's already on a
Yeah.
better track than he's been, but I think
C,
the good thing the thing about Fofana that's different about Pepe and Kepa is he's still at Chelsea and he has time.
Yeah, he's
to
still
make it work out still.
and he's still very young.
He's still very young.
Yeah.
And there's a good center back in him, but
Very true. He's still only 20,
as of right now,
he's 24.
there's no way I can put him higher than D. You got him at C, so maybe that's some Chelsea love.
We can split opinions there. Let's see. All right, next one.
Okay, this guy is definitely not in D.
This guy might
spoiler.
be top.
This guy, the 17th most expensive Premier League transfer of all time, is none other than Virgil van Dijk to Liverpool in the winter of the 17-18 season. So it would have been January 2018.
Mm-hmm.
84 million.
Wow.
And I think he's been worth every single penny and then some. I got him an A. And I think he's far and away the best transfer on this.
He might be.
He might be.
He is.
He definitely is. I think
true, yeah.
he's been the best center back in the world comfortably, I think.
5 or 6 years.
Since he's been there. And I think there's a world where if Liverpool win the league in 2019, 2018, he wins the Ballon d'Or.
I think he definitely could have. I thought he was for the longest
that was the year
time.
they won the Champions League. They would have been invincible with 100 points if John Stones didn't clear that ball off the line. Van Dijk was probably the best player in the world that season. That was the year he didn't get dribbled past that whole stat.
It is true.
But I mean, I just think because when Liverpool signed Van Dijk, that was the year before that they went to the Champions League final, and you just look, there was clearly holes in that team still. Obviously, keeper with all the Karius mishaps, and then who are their center backs? Ragnar Klavan and Dejan Lovren, and you just think, and Trent's still young. You're like, wow, this team's still got a long way to go. They signed Allison, obviously.
Yeah, that was a big one. That and Van Dijk is probably their two. I guess along with Salah, their two greatest.
But yeah,
signings
I think Salah was probably their best signing ever, just because they got him for 40 mil.
Yeah, man.
But I think Van Dijk's won everything you can win at Liverpool now.
Yeah.
And he's been without a doubt.
Captain, leader,
A-tier.
legend.
Didn't have to think about that one that's like asking if Peyton Manning's a Hall of Famer. Yes.
True.
Didn't have to think about it for a second.
Right. So this next one, this guy's actually on here twice.
The only one on here twice.
Do we want to put him in two different categories?
I did.
Okay.
Did you?
I figured we could.
There's two different transfers, so you got
Very
to.
two different.
Can anybody guess who it is? Any guesses? Any guesses? Give you 5 seconds to guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Romelu Lukaku. The first time on this list. This time it's his transfer to my boys, Man United. The summer of 2017. 84 mil. Just a tad more expensive than Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
Where does he wind up for you and his spell at United?
At the Man United, I think you would be able to tell that one. I
want to know what you say first.
I don't. Nothing comes to my mind of much, so I was gonna say C.
I put him in C, and I think I'm glad you put him in C because he definitely. I think there's a threshold that you'll see that I have for the people I have in A and definitely in A, then also in B. Where Lukaku spent 2 seasons with us. Like he wasn't. Well, first of all, he wasn't there long enough to be any higher than a C.
But also, you guys still like you are now. Like
Under Mourinho,
yeah.
Under Mourinho, Lukaku was that guy. Lukaku was exactly what we needed. He scored 27 goals in all competitions in his first season. That only
the Everton Lukaku,
Rashford's year a couple years ago where he scored 30, and then Bruno a couple years before that when he scored 28 were the only 2 years we've had since that season we've had a higher goal scorer. Lukaku's first year was genuinely he was really, really good. And then even his second season where things started falling apart, the Mourinho downfall, he didn't play as much, but he still came up with big goals, did his thing. Lukaku's guaranteed goals pretty much everywhere he goes.
Tap-in merchant.
If you say so.
I think he was obviously not at the level, but Haaland before Haaland.
It's not a bad.
If you understand what I'm saying.
I can see it.
He's not
just a bulldozer.
He's not getting into play very
he's
much.
renowned for the lack of first touch.
He's not linking up the play,
But he's going to find a way to get the ball in the net.
He's quick, over the top, bully the defender, tap it in, bang.
Unreal finishing.
Yeah.
And he was unreal his first season, so.
Yeah. Untapped potential.
I think a lot, maybe. I think a lot of people would just think, I think United transfers obviously get a bad rap, and people would have been like, oh, he's D.
Yeah.
No.
I think
C. Big difference between C and D, obviously.
Maybe the Chelsea one, him going from Man United to Italy back to Chelsea, I think the Chelsea transfer is a D.
Okay, we're going to talk about that now.
Yeah.
I put it in F.
Yeah.
Because that was just terrible. If his first 3 games, A.
Yeah, true.
Because Lukaku, that was right after you guys won the Champions League.
Yeah, so we're just high on life.
And you're supposed to go to win the title in the next season.
I thought we could have.
Because that was when you signed Saul.
Win the Champions League, and then you only get better, and then your team just is worse.
Because Lukaku just had so much off the field drama going on with him that just
the interview.
Yeah, the interview, the infamous. It just made everything so toxic, and he wasn't good. Like I said, he was guaranteed goals before. He was not guaranteed goals that season. Yeah. He was bringing the whole team down for. That's the 7th most expensive. At that time, that was the 2nd most
transfer in the history of the league.
Second most expensive transfer in the history of the league, and he just didn't even want to be there really.
No,
and it was just not good for any of the parties, and it was an easy F for me.
That's fair. I was just saving F for one guy.
How many? You have one guy in F?
Yeah.
I think I have 4. Let me check.
I was saving it for someone specific. You know who I'm talking about. You know. While you're pulling that up, move on to Jadon Sancho. 85 mil.
You skipped one.
No.
Darwizzy. Oh, on my list, Darwizzy is.
Oh, they're at the same price, so that's probably why.
Okay, well. Which one do you want to do first?
What about Jadon Sancho from
F.
Dortmund to Man United?
That is the most guaranteed F.
You think F? I wouldn't say F.
You don't have the United fan perspective on that.
You're
that
right.
is the single worst.
I've got the Chelsea fan perspective.
Ever have. Tell me why he's not an F. I guess you have him in D.
I think he just had D. I just think he had a lot of moments. That's what you have with a lot of Man United players currently. Just a lot of
But he didn't even have any moments. The only moment I can think of is the Liverpool game.
Just exciting. I don't know.
He was
like him. I was excited for him, Jesse Lingard, Rashford to just be.
Like, I was gonna say, So when that transfer, along with bringing in Varane that summer, that was supposed to be like the missing piece to a Premier League title. Like that was the expectation.
Was that the year right after you finished second with Solskjaer?
That was right before we brought in Ronaldo. That was the expectation. The rumor mill. That transfer had been a saga for like well over a year at that point.
Yeah,
been waiting to get it over the line. It finally happens. We go out and smash Leeds 5-1 while I don't remember if he played that game or not. He might have come on at the very end, but we're like, oh my gosh, we still have Sancho to get in this team. Sancho that's been racking up assists like he does in his sleep in the Bundesliga. The talented Sancho that we just saw in the Euros. And you think, where could this possibly go wrong? And he just never did, especially in that first. He just couldn't do anything for that kind of money that we spent on it. And we paid him so much money that he still won't leave United at all because of how much money we're paying him. He can't get off. He will not get off that contract.
He's got to be on like $300K a week.
I think he's our most highest paid. I think Casemiro is our highest paid player, but
that's tough.
That was, I would say, the start of our like mega downfall that we've been on.
Yeah,
is that transfer specifically not panning out like it was supposed to. And he scored 3 goals that season. I think he was a little bit better that first season under Ten Hag, but you just can't have that with that kind of caliber player that you're supposed to have.
Just never worked, did it?
He's been so toxic for the. You've seen like when he's like publicly hates United, and like when Rashford transferred to Aston Villa and like the whole freedom thing. And
yeah, you remember he was in the Man City academy, so maybe part of him did hate United.
But then he wouldn't have never transferred here.
Yeah,
but that's just like the biggest absolute disaster of all time. Not even close, especially on this list. He's the easiest, absolute easiest F for me. Like I could, God, it really makes me mad just like thinking about what that should have been and what happened.
It seems like a lot of these are to 2 clubs right
Chelsea
now.
and United.
Chelsea and United, and a lot of them fail. So
here's another club, Liverpool. Actually, that's the only other club we've talked. Actually, no, there was Arsenal. Liverpool, Darwin Núñez. He's gone now. Where do you think?
I don't know. I'm torn in between B and C.
I put him in C.
Okay, I think that's fair. I would feel like.
I don't think he quite. Once again, I don't think he wasn't. No. I think if his because I think the trajectory he was on after his first 2 seasons, I think was really good. Like,
yeah, you were like, whoa, like.
I wasn't quite like whoa, but I was watching him because I remember his first season. He was getting all kinds of slander and I was like, I thought I'd watch him getting all the right spaces and being right, and he just couldn't finish. I'm like, but he'd still find a way to score goals a lot. Yeah. And I think, especially, and I was thinking like, there's a good striker in there. Like he's young, obviously. Like obviously, he was never going to replicate the 1 goal per game ratio at Benfica that he came in with.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you're not the man on the team, you got Salah, Mane was still there. Like, you're never going to be that goal scorer, but he was still chipping in. And I feel like that's all you can ask for a young striker coming in like that. And then his next season, he improved even more. Yeah. He became more of a focal point. And I think he scored almost 20 goals in all competitions.
I think he was just raw. Like you could tell the ability.
But it kind of just fell apart last year. And Arne Slot didn't ever play him. I think if Jurgen Klopp. If he had a whole career with Jurgen Klopp, he could have been really good, but he just kind of fell flat.
Because you could see it in him. Like some of the goals he scored were just like wow.
Oh, that brace he had against Newcastle.
Yeah, you're just like wow. Like not many players can do that. And then same game or the next game he'll miss like a wide open goal.
I know. I've seen like how many memes on Instagram recently. Like how do I explain to my children that Darwin Núñez missed this and it's literally just him in an open goal.
Yeah, literally
smacks the post.
Like the one he hits the post and somehow it's still like. Someone tapped it on the other side, but
it's like I think a lot of people just assume that he wasn't that good. I think he wasn't. Never blew anybody away, but
you could see why
Liverpool forked out that kind of money on him, and I think he has really good goal scoring instincts. The goal scoring ability paired with that, At the Premier League level, maybe not.
It just seemed like he almost like lost focus a lot of the time.
Yeah.
He just wasn't there.
Do you remember, though, the Community Shield game when he scored the winner and Holland hit that sitter off the crossbar and all the comparisons were just going off?
Yeah.
Holland wasn't going to make it and Darwin Núñez was the guy.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Look at us now.
And then Holland scored like 3 hat tricks in a row.
Gosh.
But yeah.
All right. So you're going C. I'll go C.
Wow, we're just the same brain, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Slab Ed.
Another one of your boys.
Harry Maguire.
The human fridge.
At the time, the world's most expensive defender.
Yeah.
The summer of 2019. Before I say where I want to know what you have to say.
I'd go B.
Shake my hand. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. I was worried.
No.
I was worried.
I think there's a lot of
I put Maguire in B.
There's a lot of like toxicity around him, and
No player since he's been at United has received more criticism, scrutiny, toxicity, whatever you want to call it, in the world.
Yeah.
I would argue than him.
It's like arguably the most hated player, just for no
The most
reason.
clowned on player for what? Okay, that one season he has mistakes leading to goal. Doesn't every center back?
Yeah.
Here's what sticks out to me about Harry Maguire. He's played under
Every
4
manager
managers
ever.
now.
Yeah.
He's played over 250 games for United now, which I don't know where exactly that ranks on the all-time list for United, but it's got to be around the top
Good
10.
stuff. Yeah.
There's a reason he's playing 250 games for Man United, and every manager still plays him no matter how much.
Yeah.
And what a
Big.
I think that speaks so much on it. Yeah. That speaks so much to his character to receive that much criticism and just
Like
keep on
I think
going.
most people would just crumble under that pressure and be like, "Oh, I can't play. Like,
Yeah, he's been
can't do this anymore."
He's always gets selected for England. You wonder why? Because he's a natural born leader.
Yeah. I think some points when you guys were playing a certain style and he would get exposed because he's not quick and he's not gonna.
He's an old-fashioned center back.
Yeah.
I remember his United debut. I'll never forget. It was when we beat Chelsea 4-0.
Oh, crazy.
I can't remember who was on commentary. It was like Lee Dixon. He's like, he's a perfect Rosette center back. If he has to go Rosette, it goes Rosette. That's what he does. I'm like, that's exactly. He's not going to be your ball playing center back that's linking up, but
No,
he does what he does, and he does it really well. He's a great defender. Wins it. You know what my favorite stat is? He scores so many
Big goals.
clutch goals.
Yeah.
And
All
he's
headers.
scored. I can't remember if it's like it's in between 15 and 20 goals for United.
That's good.
8 of them have been past the 70th minute, and I think about half of those have been either in stoppage time or in extra time. And I think
he's
about
like
the Leon game last year.
arguably like one of the best headers of the ball.
I know you always
the
look
world
for
right
Harry
now.
Maguire on the back
Like,
post.
look at the size of his head first. Well,
He's
two,
called
just
Slabhead for a reason.
human
Jamie
fridge.
Vardy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you have Maguire. I'm glad you recognize what he's done because
Yeah.
I was really worried you're going to be one of those people that just throws him in F or D because he's Harry Maguire and doesn't look past all the nonsense going on. Good on you.
Thanks, lad. Move on. Number 12.
Is he the world's? No, there's been more expensive.
He might
defenders.
be. No, I think he still is the most expensive.
Josko Gvardiol. Let me
Guardiola
make sure what I have him. I forgot.
for 90 million.
Okay,
euros.
I have him in B as well.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, he still has. He's only been there for
He's so
2
young.
seasons, and he's 23.
I think what sticks out
24.
to me the most is obviously last season Man City wasn't what they wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
They had so much chopping and changing going on in different lineups.
Yeah.
Gvardiol played in almost every single game.
He would play both
Right, he
center
played-
back and left back too.
He played 4,500 minutes for them at all competitions last season.
Mhm.
You know what the next closest was?
Probably like 380.
It was Bernardo Silva at 3,900. He played 600 more minutes, and like he was the only consistent figure in that lineup that was losing and changing and who knows what. But I mean, he scores a lot.
Yeah,
He's really talented. He can play anywhere on the back line.
You
He can
remember
probably
that run he had of scoring like 4 goals a game or 4 goals?
4 goals a
back to
game.
back?
Yeah,
Crazy FPL moment.
yeah.
there.
I hate to. I mean, is he the first City player on here? Yeah. I
Yeah.
hate to talk good about City signings, but I think they
They don't really have to fork out all that much money sometimes.
90 million is a lot.
Yeah, but they're only on here twice. The top
But look,
20,
if you go back, if you look at like 20 through like 50,
maybe, but
it's the Citizens.
yeah. No,
But
I think B's fair. He's still got 10
as I say,
years.
he could easily make that an A if he
yeah.
goes on like that for.
Sure.
He's been. I think he's probably their best defender right now.
Yeah. I mean, I know he doesn't play left back as much anymore, but he was a serious threat from left back last year.
Yeah.
I think he's more favorable in the center back spot.
Yeah, I think that's where he likes to play. You can tell, but
tell he can do it all.
I mean, that's kind of the thing now, though, is to play your center backs at fullback. Yeah. Arsenal, Fiore and Timber. But yeah, I think Gavardiol is just hasn't really much. Yeah, B's just kind of.
He could definitely rise to A.
Good.
In the coming
Another person that could rise to A.
No, this is my only F.
Right. Okay. See, look. On my list has Ekitike before Anthony.
I think it's the same price.
Since I already said another person that could rise to A, we're going Ekitike first.
All right.
I don't have him in A right now.
I got him in B.
I do too. So I know I said earlier I kind of have a rule about you have to have been at a club for more than 2 seasons to be. But Ekitike is different because it's been so short that all I can say for now is he's been a B.
He's played
definitely can't put him
games,
in A just because you can't do that.
I guess if we were going short term, I'd say A, but
I'm keeping it like comparable to like everybody. Like
he started off really hot.
He's been Liverpool's best player this season.
Yeah,
I think him or Szoboszlai.
Yep,
Gravenberch, but
probably Honestly, it made you debate. They don't even need Isak.
No, really.
First couple games, they're like Ekitike's he scored like 3 goals in the first 4 games, and then Liverpool weren't.
I love the way he plays. I hope they try to run a 2-striker formation with him and Isak, but
that'd be scary.
We'll talk about Isak later, obviously.
That would be scary.
But yeah, I got Ekitike and B right now.
I think that's fair. It's just too early to.
I can't say like too much about him.
Yeah, it's not too early to tell because he's played so well. But
it's like I don't like from what I've seen. It's like there's no way he's not going to be a really good striker for them for a while or for somebody.
And he's still only 23.
Yeah. Okay,
right.
Can't talk too much about him. We've talked about him a lot already before.
Move on to a sour note.
My favorite player.
My favorite fidget
spinner.
And
the one and only Mr. Spin. Anthony.
My only F.
He's an F.
He's an F.
Your only F.
My only
I'm
F.
still surprised you didn't have Sancho in there. I guess he didn't experience quite the.
Honestly,
you didn't have to go through what I went through with him. You just kind of got to watch from the side. But
I think Anthony's almost equivalent with the memes and the toxicity of Harry Maguire. He might be the only person that gets it worse. Not anymore, but this time
I think Anthony's like peak, like when where he's making that face and he's subbing on.
Tiger face.
That might be the most. Because what other like I'd see like NBA teams on TikTok like post like that was like next level.
Yeah, like this guy was getting
real quick
online.
If Anthony transferred or Harry Maguire, if they went to Chelsea or Liverpool or any other team, I'm sorry, but they would not be getting that kind of criticism.
No, they wouldn't.
It's the Man United treatment.
The fact that Man United is one of the 2 biggest clubs in the world.
And people love to hate them.
And
that's why I love to love them.
They were down so bad. And then you have players coming in like Anthony, and he's doing this like crazy face to come on the game. It was so funny. And he just looks like a human fidget spinner.
Because that's what he does. And here's the thing. When Anthony was at Ajax, it's kind of funny because I remember every single week, I'd be like, oh my gosh. I would watch Ajax highlights because I loved watching Anthony play.
Yeah.
I was like, I love it. And then I saw the rumors that he might come in. I was like, this is awesome. I can't wait to have this guy to be like a death piece on our bench is what I thought he was going to be. I didn't know we were going to spend that kind of money on him. Like I will never figure out.
Yeah, 95 million.
That was like the biggest plot twist. Like I cannot.
That was the toughest part.
I'll never understand why we spent that much money on him.
Yeah.
For a very unproven player, because he wasn't a big goal scorer in the Netherlands. He was just an exciting flair player.
He's like a young Brazilian.
And it's like if we had spent like 40 million on him, 30 million on him,
coming in with the £100 million.
Yeah, when you come in with that and it's like it's not his fault.
Yeah,
but that's just the reality. And then like when you come in with that
price tag,
yeah, and to be honest, like. His first 3 games, though, I thought we had a player.
Yeah.
He scored on his debut. Then he scored the winner against Barcelona in the Europa League tie. But
Man, what could have been?
it's just been disaster ever since. And
But to be fair, he's looked good at Betis, I'd say.
it's like I want him to do good because
He just
like
needs
here's the
years
thing,
to
like
play.
Jadon Sancho, he made United like a toxic place to be.
Yeah.
Garnacho, even though he's the same thing. As much as bad as Anthony was, he
tried.
he gave his all while he was there. He played for the badge, I guess,
Yeah.
if you want to call it that.
I just think he needs a couple years away from the spotlight, get that confidence back, and
I mean, his loan spell at Betis last year was great, and
yeah, he's looked good.
and it's like that's what I'm saying. Like if he was at United without the scope or the magnifying glass of the price tag, then I think he would have been fine. But I mean, that obviously gets to your head when you're playing, and he's obviously not talented enough to be worthy of that kind of money anyway. But
yeah,
it has to be an F. Like there's no other way. It just didn't get anything out of him.
All right,
Kai Havertz
breaking into the top 10.
Anthony was number 10. Breaking into the top 9.
The real top 10.
Kai, our first 100 mil signing, I guess you could
Yeah.
say. Kai Havertz to
Kai
Chelsea.
Havertz.
And I'll tell you, I want to say where I have him. I'll see if you agree because this is
Okay.
your bread and butter. I put him in C.
C. I was definitely pushing B. I was teetering.
I would. Okay, here's
Yeah.
the thing: is I would if he didn't win you all the Champions League, I probably would have put him in D.
That's crazy. Obviously, the Champions
I'm
League
gonna
is
say
the
so.
highlight
Here's my
moments.
like that kind of money you're spending on him, and the
Yeah.
he was killing it. He was
I
unreal at Leverkusen.
I was excited. I'll be clear.
He never once scored more than 10 goals in the Premier League for Chelsea.
I just don't
Just
think that's
couldn't.
his.
But you're
That's-
bringing in.
I know
You're
that's
bringing
like
in
not.
he's a center forward
I would.
for $100 million.
I don't know if he's a
Goal
striker,
scoring
though.
has to, even if you have to,
I know,
you
but-
have to score goals.
I don't know.
And I think his highest season was 8 for Chelsea.
I think
You're playing
here-
Minecraft over there. I don't know what's going on.
These
But that's
Pinto
just like
pads,
that's
bro.
just like you can't put him in like I almost put him in D, but like he won you the Champions League. Like that automatically puts you above
puts
like
it
half
up.
the people here.
He's
This
got it,
one.
dude.
And like that's I think he's a good player, and he popped up with timely goals, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's like, but there's just so like I think he's been really good at Arsenal, but there's just so many times at Chelsea where I'd watch him like he just does not fit in, or he just doesn't look right. I don't know, but it just I don't know. It just why do you have him in B or pushing B?
Pushing B. I mean,
Pushing B.
definitely the Champions League winning goal that year. I mean, as a team, I thought we were never going to lose a game, and I think that like stands out for him. I mean, I know he wasn't a serious goal scorer by any means. I mean, his highest goal scoring right here was 13, 23, 24 in 37 games, which a goal every 3 games isn't awful. I just don't think he's a goal scorer, man. I think he's more of a facilitator.
Scored
Which is-
17 goals
For Bundes.
at Leverkusen 2 years before,
I know.
and then 12 goals the
I
next year.
I think it's
He
just
can-
different. It's just different.
But I think
Yeah, I
It's
think he
never-
can, but I don't know. I think the way also we were playing at the time probably didn't suit his style.
that's what I said. I remember when you made all. I was here. You brought in Timo Werner and whoever else, but I didn't think it was all ever going to click quite right. But
I mean, you know.
I still expected it. It's like Kai Havertz is kind of now like the poster child for like the awkward like 9.5 like what's his best position type of player.
Yeah.
But like he's that's who he is. Like what's his best position?
He's like a
I don't
he's a
know, but I think
unicorn
they figured it out with him at Arsenal. Now he's torn his ACL or whatever happened, but
Yeah, he hasn't played at all this year.
he got injured. I don't know if it was in the United game or if it was like after in training or something.
Mm-hmm. But I think once
Not-
he comes back, I mean, I don't even think I was going to start, but it'll be good.
Well, not
added
now.
depth.
I think now that, he'll be
Yorkeresh is there. He won't start. No.
in Eze and all of them.
Yeah.
But I just think I felt generous putting him at C, and
I don't know.
If it wasn't for the Champions League, I'd honestly have him in D. But
I thought it's more of those things. It's like you have to watch. Like obviously, I know you're not watching every Chelsea game,
but like when I'd watch him. It's kind of like you said with Sancho, I guess, where you said he had moments. I guess, and I'd be like, well, he didn't have any moments. But now it's like I watch how he had moments, but there's times like there is games where he would just be a ghost. I feel like,
yeah.
and I just don't think with that kind of expectation coming in, you gotta at least be a goal scorer before anything.
Mm-hmm. I think that year we won the Champions League off of defense. We weren't very good going forward, and I think that's why. Like, that was one of our only moments in the Champions League final that year, and we took it. And then I think we only conceded 5 goals that Champions League season. So obviously our defense won it then, but I don't know. I thought he was. It's more of one of those players where you watch and you're like, yeah, this guy's got it, or this guy's pretty good, and he goes through a tough time. And a lot of these players on here, you see the same thing. Like, they get clowned on, they get memed.
Yeah,
and it's
they end up, when you're an expensive player, you get the treatment. But I just like also like I feel like he didn't play every week, whether it was injury or selection. I feel like that kind of player coming, I feel like you got to play, you got to score in that position, you got to impact the game. And I just feel like he didn't. It was not a guarantee that he would impact the game.
True.
And I feel like at the very least, that's what you got to do. But I still have him in C. I don't think he was bad for. I don't think he was terrible for Chelsea. I don't want that to be the.
We can split opinions.
But I don't think he definitely wasn't B worthy for me. And speaking of the ultimate divisiveness, Paul Pogba.
Probably my favorite player of all time.
Where do you have him?
I don't know. I'm splitting A and B.
Okay, I have him in B.
Okay. I think B.
I'm glad you have him up there.
I think
so
B,
I was concerned you did the same thing. Like I was concerned with
B is probably more fair.
Because I was split between B and C with him.
Yeah, I just think his
leaning toward.
Just
it's
like,
I mean, it's so cliche, but it's like on his day he's an A.
On his day, he's like the greatest.
Paul Pogba on his day is the greatest player of all time. No discussion.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Paul Pogba. Okay, so Gareth Bale was the first ever £100 million transfer in the summer of 2013. He's British. He gets the British bias. He goes to Real Madrid. Everybody loves it. His first season's great. All right, forget about it.
All that stuff.
3 years go by without a big. So like 100 million is like very uncharted territory
back then,
compared to what it is now. Seeing that kind of number even get floated around is like mind-boggling back then. Paul Pogba is like the OG big transfer.
Yeah.
And he had to deal with more. I said Maguire earlier, but like he had to deal with more. He had 10 times the spotlight of any other player, even like on this list.
I think if
that transfer happened like this summer, the same price, no one bats an eye at it, and he just gets way more respect because his first 3 seasons were honest. Like before he was injury plagued, like were very like
insane.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like his best season, 13 goals, 9 assists, is really good for a center midfielder. But the quality of the goals, the quality of the assists.
He had games where he would genuinely just control the entire thing for 90 minutes. Like
sometimes you could just, the way, his technique, I've never seen it before. Like you just knew everything.
He can play any pass on the field. He can beat you with any move. On like his goal catalog, is that goal against Swansea in his first? That's like one of my personal favorite goals of all time. Just watching that goal from the back angle to watching the ball like spin. Oh my!
Even looking back at some of his goals at Juventus, like
that volley,
Pog boom.
Oh my gosh!
What they call him with the mohawk.
That's what I'm saying. All this stigma coming in with the haircuts and the I wear different personalized boots every game, and it's like all this. The narrative on him was so twisted, and it like. And people always try to act like he was some toxic diva like you have now. He wasn't. He just went out there and played, and like he got all this unnecessary stick.
He's just a very flashy player.
Yeah, and it's like people don't like that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And people were just like slating him at every single chance they could. And my biggest I think under Mourinho we never, or any manager really, never played him in the right position.
Yeah, because his best position's not a 6.
No,
He's not
not
going
at
to be
all.
a defensive monster.
He needs to have.
He's going to be.
That's why he was so good for France, especially in 2018, because he had Conte behind him.
He's going to be.
And
A
he can
10
go out there
or
and
8,
roam wherever he wants. And it's like even like he never. I think like once we got Bruno, he was injured a lot. But even then, Ollie would play him a lot in a double pivot with either Fred or McTominay, and like
he's just not a defensive player.
no. And I think if we had a team where if we had like a proper holding mid behind him, like I'm thinking like Casemiro's first season before he turned full on old head, like Pogba, like and have prime Pogba in there. But any holding mid, because like his first season or that year we had Nemanja Matic transferred in.
Yeah.
And Nemanja Matic was still could get around, and he was our holding mid. Pogba was unreal.
Yeah,
because he was allowed to roam everywhere.
I just remember the black gloves and the bright boots. Man.
I loved it. Juventus, we had the different Magistas every single game. Oh my god!
He's just the most like aesthetic player of all time.
And he had so many big moments for us. He scored in the Europa League final. Mm-hmm. He obviously had the brace against City to stop them from winning the title.
Yeah.
And 2021, he scored the goal in the game that brought us to the top of the league in January for the first time since the last time we won the league.
I would say he's the player. If you've never watched soccer in your life,
and you want to watch highlight,
watch
and
Pogba.
Then when he's riding off into the sunset, what does he do? He has the iconic 4-assist game against Leeds.
Yeah.
That's one of the best individual games I think I've ever watched live. Like that, I could go back and rewatch that game every day. You know what Graham Souness said after that game?
No.
That's what you should expect out of the 100 million pound player. That's the kind of stick he got the entire time.
That's what you expect. Yeah, 4 assists in a game is unheard of.
And that's what we should expect from the 100.
It's tough, yeah.
0. He wouldn't get. He could have gone out there and scored a hat trick, declared world peace, and they still would have said he should have done it earlier. But he could walk on water, and his haters would say it's because he can't swim. But yeah, there's our. I'm glad we're on the same page about Pogba, but I have him in B. Can't be A, unfortunately, but A in my heart.
Lukaku back at 7. We talked about him up to 6.
Moises
Caicedo.
I have him in A.
I have him in A as well. My first A of the day.
You have Van Dijk?
Oh yeah.
I was about to say.
Oh, so long ago.
Whoa.
All right.
Van Dijk is guaranteed.
I think when Caicedo first came in, obviously Chelsea were kind of in a tough spot, so he didn't look incredible.
Yeah, that was Graham Potter still there, or was that after?
Yeah, I think that was Graham Potter. But obviously Chelsea were in a bit of a
that was like the darkest of days
position, because that was that year we finished 12th, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Which was devastating. And obviously you spend...
That was when you were just spending willy-nilly on anybody you could.
Everybody that...
The first thought was like, oh boy, it's another one of these.
Yeah. But 116 mil, he comes in, he doesn't play well his first season. He doesn't look anywhere near what he looked like at Brighton. We're like, oh, it's going to be one of these Brighton players that looks incredible in the system, but then goes out and doesn't do anywhere near the same. You've seen that before. But I think especially the start of this year and the second half of last year, he's arguably been the best DM in the entire league.
I think he's one of the best holding mids in the world.
Yeah. I mean, especially starting this year, he's already tripled his goal tally. He's got
3 goals already.
He scored, I guess if you count all 3 seasons, he got 3 this year and 1 in each of the last 2 seasons. But the quality of finishes he's got this season are unreal.
And that's just an added bonus because he's not in there to score. We
don't need him to score.
Like that Liverpool game, that was really like the first time I've like watched a game of Caicedo since he's been getting these talks about being the best one mid, and like he backed that up. Like he controlled that game. It was everywhere. And like he's still got so much room to grow.
Yeah.
And I just can't say I mean this is his third season at Chelsea now. Like I mean, I don't think anybody's going to top Van Dijk, but he could easily.
He's still.
I think he's going to prove his worth.
He's still only 22, 23.
Like if Chelsea go on to win some trophies this season and in the coming season, it's going to be because of him.
They say 70% of the earth is covered by water. The rest is covered by Caicedo.
I say have you guys finally got a Conte replacement?
I think so. I think that's like
nobody can fully replace Conte.
That's like our John Obi Mikel and Makelele get Conte.
Sub on Mikel, game's over.
Yeah, game. I think you don't even need to say much. I think he's been so good. Probably our best player this year and last year.
Yeah, especially with Cole Palmer injured.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think he's the future of the franchise.
Next player he gets compared to.
Yeah. Different position, though.
Declan Rice. I have Declan Rice in A.
Yeah, A's fair.
I think he is. Right now, I think Declan Rice is a little bit better than Caicedo.
I think they play a little
I think he
different,
impacts the game.
Yeah, he's more forward.
More, yeah, so he gets up and down more than Caicedo does. But
his technique with the
Declan
set
Rice
pieces.
is just he's done so much for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because he came in. That was at the summer after the same summer they sold Granit Xhaka. Right?
That was the same year.
And what an upgrade.
Yeah.
He's one of the best players in the world. Should start for England every single game. Should start for Arsenal, obviously, every single game. But he's added goals to his game.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best people on a dead ball in the world right now.
Dead ball plus.
And I'm not even talking about the 2 free kicks against Real Madrid. For whatever reason, I've never seen an all-time great performance damage someone's legacy and how they're viewed as a player in that game.
What do you mean?
Every comment section I ever see, there'll be a comment praising Rice, or there's always people saying, "Oh, he only gets recognition because he scored those 2 free kicks against Real Madrid."
Nah.
Or
he's
only getting Team of the Year conversation because he scored always scored those 2 free kicks against Real Madrid. That's why he's no, they don't watch. They clearly don't watch him play.
He's not there to score 10-plus goals a season. He's there to distribute the ball, be incredible on set pieces. Yeah,
carry the ball. He does everything in them. He frees up Odegaard. He frees up Eze. He frees up everybody in front of him.
Yeah,
he's been a home run for Arsenal.
He never loses the ball. He never gives it away.
And every single time he's on a corner kick, I hold my breath for the other team. It is he's been perfect for Arsenal. I don't think
no one's ever questioned that price tag either, which has been.
No,
nice
I think
for
it was
him.
fully warranted, which is kind of crazy. It's he's one of the only ones where it's people just kind of let it go because he's. From the get go, I think people knew that he. Well, Declan Rice is one of those players where it's you know what you're gonna get when you sign him. I feel and oh my gosh, because I remember, it wasn't that summer, but summers before that, there was rumors that United trying to get him, and I wish we just pulled the trigger on him, and we never did.
I thought Chelsea were gonna get him. I thought he was gonna come back.
Or when Solskjaer was there, it was weird. It was between there was rumors of bringing in him or Sean Longstaff.
Same player.
I know. They were both on the come up, but we saw. But anyway, you can't go wrong with Declan Rice. Easy A.
He completes the
Same
A's.
kind of trajectory as Caicedo for me.
True.
He completes the A's. So we have the same 3 A's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Top 4.
We'll say if we had an S tier, Van Dijk would be in there by himself, but we don't.
I agree.
Top 4, none other than Jackie G. Grealish.
117 million euros.
I put him in D. Obviously, I guess you only have 1 F, so
I'm going C.
Really?
For me, I think obviously coming from Villa, he was the main man, the captain there, brought them up from the 2nd division. I think going into City, he plays a different style. Pep's don't take on your man. We don't do that here.
True.
Play him back. But I think you look back at it, he's never been the craziest goal scorer.
No. But he just wouldn't.
If you just look at the stats and you look at all the trophies, he was always in the team.
I think that the treble year, he was very integral to that team.
Yeah. You look,
and that's why I don't have. I would have put him at F if it wasn't for the Champions League.
Yeah, his highest goal tally was 5.
No, he's never been a goal scorer. No. I agree with that, but he just I think so. You're right. Jack Grealish excels when he's the guy on a team.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing it at Everton now, clearly at Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Man City, he was never going to be the guy.
He's never the guy.
He probably wasn't even the 10th guy.
He was.
And that's just not how he operates. And he just couldn't go out there and do his thing.
Yeah, he couldn't do what he was best at, which was taking his man on.
No, and that's
it's tough.
And with that kind of price tag coming in, you expect
to be
someone
able
to be the guy. And he just didn't. He never really did. And I think he just kind of fell off a cliff for me, at least, especially after that treble year.
Yeah.
And in his first season, he just never.
They just started signing other players, and he stopped playing.
With that kind of fee, because that was Premier League record at the time, British transfer record fee. And you can't just come in and not
I think
an
he's still the
instant
most
impact player.
expensive English player ever.
Yeah, he is.
So
Actually, how much was
I can't remember if Jude was not
I don't
more.
think Jude was
No.
more.
I think he's the most expensive English player ever. But
Yeah, I mean Grealish needs to be on a team where he can have
guy.
license to
Do what he wants.
create. Yeah,
He's
he just
not-
never
Yeah.
he was never that guy at City, and it
No.
just didn't work out for him. And that's all I really have to say about that.
So C for me.
I put him in D.
Okay.
But yeah,
The
fair
top
enough.
3.
Enzo.
Enzo.
Let me make sure. I think I know where I have him.
I've got Enzo in C.
I do too. Dang, we have like the same list.
I know. I think
I was hoping you'd have like Maguire or someone at D so I could like really get into it, but
you could get
I guess
angry at me.
we just have too much ball knowledge. I don't know.
Yes. I think if we're looking at it, I think definitely an overpay. I think
I would say if you look at it without the price tag, I think Enzo's a really good player who does a lot for Chelsea.
half the price.
I'm gonna say, but with that kind of money,
He's
he's got to be one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, I think our problem was at the time we had the new manager.
That was
we
prime
had
Todd
Bowley
Bowley spending
was like,
willy nilly.
Oh, this guy just won
The World
Cup.
Yeah.
He's young. Also, it's January. Players are always going to be more expensive in January. He's just won the World Cup. Let's buy him for 120 million pounds.
Because no one's going to match that.
No. So, why not? Makes sense. Was I excited? Yes, but I was like, holy cow, we just spent a crazy
more money than I
bag.
can comprehend.
Yeah. At the time, it was the most expensive player in the league ever. It was like 3 years ago. So I was worried. And then he comes in, first couple seasons, his first season played only 18 games, 2 assists, no goals.
Yeah, he was not it.
Not it.
But last season in particular, he went on that run.
Yeah. And to start this season, 3 goals in 7 games and 1 assist.
And I think he's a really good creator.
Yeah.
And I was looking, he was like, I can't remember what season. I think it was last season. He was like top 5 in like key passes or something in the frame. And it's like
when he has time on the ball and he's not getting pressed very hard, he can pick out any pass there is.
Like that pass he had to Cucurella for the winning goal against Liverpool. That was
so good.
So clever. And I think if he just came in as just another
just an average price player.
If he came in from Benfica as a normal player,
50, 60 million, he would.
Yeah, they'd be like, but 100. You got to be like I said, one of the best players in the world. When I think of best players in the Premier League, he doesn't even come to mind. When I think of best players at Chelsea, He's not even in
top 5. Probably.
Yeah, like you think Cole Palmer, Caicedo, Cucurella, Reece James, and then So it's like you got to be.
This year he's definitely showing the flash. When he's playing in the 10 because Palmer's been hurt, he's gotten a little bit more flexibility to go forwards and not come back because he's definitely slow. Which is like you can tell he's slow. He's not a fast player. So when he has to track back, he's not, or he's very vulnerable tracking back.
Yeah.
So the ability to leave him forward.
But then when Cole Palmer comes back, he can't really do that.
So it'll be interesting to see when it comes back. But
he's been a good player, just not a
great.
World beater.
No.
C, easy.
Yeah. Especially for that, you got to think about the price. He played every game last year, almost every game in the Premier League.
Availability is the best ability.
All right.
Okay.
Top 2.
Florian 2, brand new guys.
Both this year. This summer.
Florian Wirtz held the record for a few weeks or a month or so.
Yeah.
I got to say, I know it's only been a month.
I don't want you to say F.
I'm saying F. It's
crazy.
I'm sorry, but there's no way you can put him anywhere else.
I just have him in D just because we're still in the first 2 months of the season. Yes, he hasn't scored or gotten an assist in the league yet.
But he just it's not even that. It's just like he just looks so lost every time I watch him. He just doesn't. He's so far off the pace. The ball's bouncing off his shin.
I get your point.
He gets an air quote created chance, but it's kind of just I don't even know. He's just not really. He hasn't done any. He's been nowhere. He's absolutely doesn't deserve to even start for them right now. Which coming in for that kind of fee, you got to say, he's got to take them to the next level. Now he's fighting for a place in the team already. So it's like, and I know he's got to have time to adapt, and I know it should eventually get better. I don't want to say it will because there's no guarantee. But like as of right now, there's just no like he's just. It's been such a disaster so far, and I hate that, but that's just what it is.
I only have it in D just because it has only been 7 games. He's only started 6, I think. But Liverpool as a whole to start the season have looked bad collectively.
And I think that's part of it because I think it's like, oh, Liverpool's winning. We have now you kind of give like an excuse to integrate Vert slowly, do it whatever you want. But like Liverpool
have been
needs something right now. Needs a bit of juice.
So you look at your
you look at your
and you're like, oh, we spent
guy you just broke the bank on. You've been saving all this money forever, and he can't.
He hasn't done it yet.
No, and Hugo Ekitike is the only guy that can really. But
I would say give him time. I think give him time. He could easily be an A. But
I agree, but
as of now,
it's hard for me to like see that happening right now. But it obviously could. But
I think it will. Maybe not this year. Maybe next year. But
our last guy, the most recent guy,
one of the most expensive players,
Alexander Isak, 140. That's crazy that this is the reality now. 145 million. Alexander Isak. How many games? I don't know how many games.
3 games.
Okay, see, like I have him in C right now.
Yeah.
Just because we don't. But the thing is, like, with Verts, like, you don't even know if he can play in the Premier League. Alexander Isak, we know, like
he's proven.
Alexander Isak is one of like the safest buys, like I think in the entire Premier League.
20+ goals in the last 2 years.
Like he is going to score and he's going to do his thing. Like that's guaranteed. It's just hasn't had a chance to do it yet. So it's like that's going to pay off. I'd still question if they even needed him.
I think he's only started 1 game. So like
he started the Liverpool the Chelsea game.
Chelsea game, got an assist. So
that was kind of like he wasn't trying to get that assist though,
but I mean, come the end of the year,
I was gonna say just literally in like a month, he'll probably be.
I think he could still have 20 goals this season. Liverpool need to pick it up, of course, and start creating more chances.
It's like you can't put him in anything other than C right now because you just don't even know.
Yeah, I'll just put him middle of the pack. I think that's fair.
But yeah, that should.
That cooks the.
You know what's crazy to me? Actually, I was thinking about this. Angel Di Maria signed just over 11 years ago, for 75 million. And that was the British transfer record then, and now he's not even in the top 25, most expensive signings.
Not even close.
Not even close. I think he's number 26 now. Let's see.
I remember that. He scored that one.
Oh, wait, number 28. There's a lot of guys. Oh, dude. I thought, the thing is, that's another thing is, like, if we were to rank Di Maria on there, I would put him in, well, he's only 1 season, so I would put him in C, because he was spent a lot of that time injured. Oh, he had over 10 assists in the Prem. He was so good when he did play, and like people just like forget that because I don't know, he played for United, so
fair. Tier list done.
Tier list done.
That was good.
That was a fun one. Did you like that or our ranking last week better?
I don't know. I think they're very same. Maybe this one, just because we can go a little bit more in depth about different players.
As I say, a lot of the guys we talked about, we just like don't know enough about yet.
Yeah.
The guys today, we know everything. We've seen it all.
Everything. Remember that.
That's just this doesn't even scratch the surface of the rankings and tier lists and who knows what coming up this year on the total. You don't even know what we're cooking up. I don't even know what we're cooking up. That's the best part.
Luckily, we're back. We got Prim back this week.
We'll have more to talk about. Yeah. Oh, here's something. Last episode, I said I'd like to open up with news, big news if it's happening. Yeah. What do you think about Barcelona playing a game in Miami in December?
It's woke nonsense.
Woke.
The game's gone.
I think we share a brain. That is the most ridiculous thing.
I still think we don't even talk about this, but them playing the Spanish Supercopa in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
That's insane. Why are you playing games?
That's what preseason's for, and it's like
why are you playing this?
I know they've come out and said that this won't set a precedent, but I just cross my fingers that does not set some sort of precedent for like that's just like you're taking away a home game for
the fans.
So is that game? Do you know if it's supposed to be a Barcelona home game or a Villarreal?
I'm not
But
sure.
either way, like that's a season ticket holder game. You're just taking away from them. That's like I think that's just like the start of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not. That's a league game with league title implications. Like
I just think if it was a bigger game, there'd be a bigger uproar. Like if it was an El Clasico, I think that'd be insane.
yeah,
Take away, but I mean they've already taken away the Spanish Cup, the Final Four, put it in the UAE.
Yeah, and I can't. There's another game being played in Australia, and do you remember who's playing in that?
No, I just think it's crazy. Like, why are you taking games from fans to grow the market elsewhere when Barcelona's already like the biggest club?
As I say, it's just going to be a home game for Barcelona and Miami.
Yeah,
with to expose yourself to the America. That's what you do, and that's what the preseason tours are for. Like, don't
need to expose Barcelona. Like, we
don't need to cross contaminate. That's just it's ridiculous.
Barca's like a top 3. They're like the Cowboys. Everyone knows who the Cowboys are. Everyone knows who Barcelona is.
Exactly. Okay, well, I just wanted to talk about that for a second because
that's crazy.
It's been getting on my nerves this week. But it's international break. Let's talk international. Did you get to watch any of the USA game?
I did not.
I watched the second half.
I was at a concert.
Oh, big concert guy.
Yeah. Sorry.
I watched the second half. Did you watch any of the highlights or anything?
I saw the Balogun goal.
He was like trying to miss. He just smacked it off the post. I was watching. Okay, so Mr. Ecuador scores Inter Valencia.
I can't believe he still plays.
I know. I remember him like 10 years ago. I was like, wow, another Valencia, and he's still going. But anyway, so you didn't, but it looked a lot better. That despite the score,
the lineup looks suspect. The starting lineup, McKinney starting at right wing.
Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't watch much of the first half.
Back three.
But what I saw, Pulisic played the last 15 minutes. McKinney looked really good. Balogun's got to be our striker, I think. I don't think that's
based on how it looks like we dominated mostly. Obviously not.
I think that was probably the best one of the best I've seen us play with a fuller strength lineup since Poch has been there.
Obviously, I don't think it's not really close to our starting lineup though.
Exactly.
We're still playing a 3-4-3. I don't think we'll be playing that.
No, I think we're playing a 4-3-3 for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, it's a friendly. We got Australia this week,
So what do we expect? Where do you? I think we talked about this last week, but what would be a disappointment, and what would be a good job in the World Cup?
A disappointment would obviously be.
What's the farthest we could go, and it'd still be a disappointment?
I think it depends on our opponent. I think we'll make it out the group just because the World Cup's been expanded. So I think
I want to talk about that
our
later.
Odds of getting an easier group are higher, of course. And, I mean, that obviously bodes well for us to get some confidence going into the later rounds. If we lost in the round of 32, I think I'd still be upset.
Yeah, so if we can't at least win one knockout game on home soil, that is major.
That's the only thing I have going for us is I know soccer's not big in America, but when the World Cup comes around,
it gets hella patriotic.
Yeah, it's like America versus the world. It feels like, which I don't always love because I feel like it's like fake fans. But sometimes I'm like, okay, we need some craziness up in here. So I think
the American Outlaws.
Yeah, and obviously, if we get an Argentina or something, I don't think we're gonna win. But if we get a team that's okay, we have a good chance of winning, or this could be close, then I'll be upset if we lose.
I want us to beat a team that
I would love to beat a team that's better than us.
Because when we played Netherlands I just
we played well.
Yeah, but I just feel like we're never gonna beat the Netherlands. I don't know what it is. But I want us to get a win over a team like that. That would be so huge.
We haven't had a statement win in
forever.
If
we had beat the Belgium game in 2014.
Yeah.
No matter, even though Tim Howard put his cape on, it's just we're not gonna beat Belgium. They're gold. Are you kidding me?
The faith is never there.
No, I think we have to at least win one knockout game for it to not be a disappointment. I think a success.
Because if you think about it, the round, what was the last World Cup? Was it 36 or 32?
32.
So if we make it to the round of 32, we're just practically equaling what we did last year.
So the U.S. we've never been able to crack the round of 16 for like
Yeah.
as certainly as long as I've been able to remember watching. I can't remember exactly. I feel like we went to the quarterfinals maybe in 2002.
Yeah.
But obviously I was not alive for that. If we can, if we can get a favorable draw, I think we definitely absolutely have the talent to make a quarterfinal.
Easily.
It's if we can put it together and play the right teams.
Yeah.
Like if we get a Croatia or Morocco type draw or run, I think we can absolutely do the same thing.
Favor us. Yeah, we made it to the quarterfinals in 2002.
Yeah, okay. And since then, I mean, we just can't get over that hump. I can't remember, who do we lose to in 2010? Was that the Ghana game?
That might have been the Ghana game.
Either way, we just can't get over that hump of round of 16, and we just
Yeah, that was the Ghana 2-1 L.
yeah.
Because even in that World Cup, we tied England.
So I'm saying, like, we never played bad. Like we've always been decent.
Yeah.
But this, like, this is by far the most talented team I think we've ever had.
And it's at home.
It's at home. Go out there and show me something.
Yeah, this is the best chance we'll probably have in
This is the best, like,
20 years, I'd say.
yeah, I think this World Cup and next World Cup are basically like.
Where's the next World Cup?
I don't know. It's something crazy. I can't remember.
It's probably in like the UAE.
No, I think it might be. Like, not even kidding.
Let's see.
But I think
that would be worrying.
Like this year in 2030, like those are like that's the window.
It's Morocco, Portugal, and Spain.
Okay, that'll be fun actually.
I would go to that, but I do think I don't know if I like the 3 World Cup.
I'm tired of these joint hosts.
I don't know. It's just it obviously makes it harder on like especially this time around. It's gonna be the travel's gonna be miserable.
No, it's terrible
for some of these teams.
Like, I don't think these people
understand.
quite realize how big the
like
US
imagine
is.
You're playing in. Imagine playing in Miami, then you're up to New York, then you're maybe playing in LA.
Then you go to Atlanta.
Yeah, and it's like, and then you go to Mexico City and up to Quebec, and it's like, holy cow! Like, how do you expect?
USA talk. I think quarterfinals
would
be a
at
success.
Minimum. I hope. If we made it any farther, I'd be over the moon.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
be fine with anything.
Let's talk about 48 teams.
48. I think it's. Crazy.
I'm a very if it ain't broke, don't fix it guy.
It's not
32 teams.
Perfect.
Was not broke and it did not need to be fixed.
No, I think obviously recently FIFA you can like even you see with the like teams like Barcelona playing in Miami, their Spanish Super Cup going to the UAE, like Qatar World Cup, all this kind of stuff. Like it's all about money now.
Yeah.
So the 48 teams, it's obviously going to bring a lot more money because you have the 16 extra teams. They can have more games, more, fans are going to come in. Also,
I was going to say, there's two sides to the coin here because, like, the positive is
money.
For them, money. For viewers, there's more World Cup to watch. Yeah. There's more World Cup to it. It comes around every 4 years. I want as much of it as I possibly can.
That's like 4 games a day.
Yeah, and like
all day.
The fans of these smaller countries, like this is what they dream of. Like they probably would have never even considered being in a World Cup before they expanded it.
Did you see? Yesterday it was like Curaçao's like 1 win away from making the World Cup, and they'd be the smallest country ever.
Yeah, so it's like for that's incredible, and like it's more to watch. Mm-hmm. But there's so many. Like, isn't that what the World Cup qualifiers are for? Like,
yeah, like you have to.
You have 3 years to be, and like even with the 32 team World Cup, I think there's a handful of teams that still have no business being there. Like if you think back to 2010, North Korea. Iceland. Qatar had no business being there. Iceland's a little bit different because they had that Euro run, and you think maybe they can do it again, but still.
You see it like now, like
and like Saudi Arabia, and like so even with 32 teams, like you can always be like that team's not even going to win a game in the group.
That's what makes it fun. Like when it's smaller, I feel like I'm excited to like see the small teams play like a big team in the World Cup. Because I'm like,
I mean, kind of,
they're not going to win
to a point, yeah, but. If I'm not excited to watch like France play Uzbekistan.
Oh no, but like it's cool for the countries.
It's cool for the countries and it's cool for the fans and like it's cool to experience that from viewing like with 48 teams.
Just a little too easy.
There's gonna be like a third of the pool
Aren't
just
gonna be
hasn't
good
had
enough. Yeah.
no business being there, and it's like I think it's going to make the group stage less exciting because
Yeah.
a lot of the groups are just going to be able to. Because like, how are you
Cruise.
going to get a group of death with 48 teams?
The draw is gonna be crazy.
I don't think you can get a group of
Yeah,
death
you're
with
gonna
48 teams.
You're gonna get like
Every
a
group's going to
curse
have like
Faroe Islands.
guaranteed first place. Like it's just, and then
It's gonna be too like scriptable.
maybe these other teams are going to duke it out, but then that probably makes the round of 32. Or like then it's knockout, so anything can happen. But still, you're probably going to get some ridiculously mismatched like round of 32 games.
Yeah.
And it all just kind of like, I don't see the point in it other than like money, of course.
Yeah.
But like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I think it's just they're just trying to change too much
Yeah.
to get more money, but
It's like we had it perfect. And I would like, what's your, were you like aware and being for did you watch the 2010 World Cup?
I do. Yeah, I remember watching.
Okay. That's so like, what's been your favorite? Let's rank the World Cups we've watched.
2010. I think. I
So
don't know.
without a doubt,
2010 is good.
I will be 100 years old, and the 2010 World Cup will still be my favorite one, just because
I think that was the first World Cup.
it was my
vividly
first. I
remember.
vividly, and like I can just sit here and close my eyes, and I can hear the 2010 World Cup.
I can like remember the
vuvuzelas,
the
commentary,
goal
yes.
to start the game off.
Bafana, go for South Africa.
Like I remember that goal
And like the Luis Suarez hand. There's so many iconic moments, and there always is.
in the final.
but-
The Iniesta
And like it's in
goal.
South
Yeah.
Africa. There's never been a World Cup in Africa before. It's in South Africa.
Mhm. It's like perfect.
The Cape Town, Johannesburg. Like I remember like that's the first time I ever collected like Panini cards.
Yeah. I remember
So I
those.
have like one of the magazines almost completely filled up, and like
Oh, mine's completely full. I made my mom. I was like, Mom, we have to buy as many.
see,
as
I just like I
possible."
can't remember like how we get them, but we just every once in a while get like a pack. And then I
Yeah.
started getting like
I feel like you could either order them or they would be like Target or
duplicates.
something.
but yeah, then like I fell in love with Netherlands that World Cup. So like I have like a soft spot for Netherlands every big tournament now because
Yeah.
like I just remember watching Wesley Sneijder that tournament and like
Dang, I hate it.
Arjen Robben and like
I was just mine was the opposite because I had a soft spot for Spain, and like the Netherlands game made me hate the Netherlands because of
Cause like I had never heard of it because I was 6 years old and I knew who Spain was. I was like I never heard of the Netherlands. Like they were in orange. I was like that's
Go
like
balls, bro.
not many teams do that. And I'm like
Yeah.
this team's like really good and really fun. I was so by that watching that whole like I was like they beat Brazil like the mighty Brazil and then I was like this is awesome. And I remember the semifinal against Uruguay and Giovanni Van Bronckhorst just like hits that screamer from like 25 yards out. I was like holy crap, this is the coolest team ever. And the Spain beat him, and it broke my heart. I was such a big Netherlands fan in that tournament. So
Dude, I was the opposite. My brother was like learning Spanish, and I'd just gone to Spain.
see
and
that's
I-
valid though.
And I got like this. I was like low key a bandwagon at the time, but I had this like Spain World Cup flag in my room.
So I remember,
And I hated the Netherlands.
I remember like the Euros right after that, and the 2014 World Cup. Like the Netherlands just stunk it up for whatever. Even though they still had a strong team, they just actually the 2014 World Cup Netherlands did fine, but the Euros
Yeah, poor.
like terrible. And the 2016 Euros, same story. I was like, man, this is really disappointing. But always about 2010 World Cup.
Goated.
Well, and then I think the 2014 World Cup is not far behind. Like that was just such a
There's just so many moments, man.
that was Neymar,
Yeah.
that was Brazil. It was so colorful. Like
Just
the
like Jogo Bonita World Cup. It was fire.
and like that was the super flies and the magistas and the
Yeah.
that was like the
Prime.
that felt like such like an industrial revolution of a World Cup. Like that was just so like
It was like
it felt
so,
so
much
modern
flair
at the
in that
time.
World
Yeah,
Cup, yeah. So much color and
and Neymar
so
wearing
fun.
those gold hypervenoms and
dude, I wanted those so bad.
and I love like I always kind of been. It's like my brother had like I think he went to Germany. It must have been after that. I'm trying to remember. I think it was the summer after that World Cup. My brother had been taking Germany, so I was kind of a Germany fan.
I was too. I was at the time. My brother's one of my other brothers has always been an Argentina fan. So like when Argentina lost, he was upset, and I was like, "Mom, I need a Germany jersey right now." Ordered one with like the World Cup winning badge, and I was just.
And
like,
that was like the first
trying to make him
international
upset.
tournament I watched where Messi actually like did good, and I was like, okay, maybe he is the GOAT. Because I remember like 2010 he didn't like do anything, and I remember Ronaldo didn't do anything, and I remember U.S. I thought the U.S. Belgium like that was such a fun World Cup. Like Brazil, like you can't. That's the ultimate like
Like, it's like
international stage.
they don't want to do it in these like, not not as nice countries anymore. But like when you put it there, it's just so much culture and so much goes into.
I mean, like that's Brazil. Like,
like
that is the place to be. So that was, like the 2018 World Cup though. Like that was
Russia, I think Russia was a weird place to have it.
It's not like forgettable because like you can't forget a World Cup, but it just like it felt very dull and gray.
Out of the ones I've watched, it was probably my least.
Like having to follow up Brazil, going to like it just like.
But the final though, like not Argentina, France, Croatia.
The Argentina France game in the round of 16 is like that was one of the best games I've ever watched. But like
Mbappe like set himself on the stage.
Like it just felt like France. Nobody could even touch France in that tournament.
I mean,
I think if Belgium had a chance to play him in the final, Belgium could have won that World Cup.
That was just like prime Pogba, Conte, Mbappe coming through.
Like that semifinal, France and Belgium semifinal, that was basically the final. But that Belgium-Brazil game's another like all-timer.
I think England sold against Croatia at that time.
Yeah, I mean, there's that picture of Harry Kane where he should have squared the ball. That was England's World Cup to win too. I forgot about that. They
definitely sold 20.
I think like if I had to rank them, I would go 2010, 2014, 2022, 2018.
I would agree. I think if
2022 was in the summer, it would probably be last.
It was just weird over Christmas break.
I think that's what made it memorable though.
Yeah,
because it was so different. We hadn't experienced anything like that before. I just remember like it was right around Thanksgiving, and I like woke up in my freshman dorm at Maryville College, and I was like, the World Cup is on. What is it? And like we'd all crowd around in our. That was like the first World Cup in college where I could like watch it with everybody at the same time, and like I remember like pulling up my computer in class and like you don't get to experience that when the World Cup's in summer, so it's like I don't like how they played it in winter. I was always very skeptical of that going into it for like years,
but it worked.
And obviously they had to because like the weather and stuff.
They're gonna do it again.
Yeah, if they play over there,
I think. I mean, there was definitely a lot of memorable moments.
That was like that was Messi's. It was so cool seeing Messi conquer his final.
I think I almost cried when Messi won.
I know, and then like the Mbappe, like that Mbappe in that final 10 minutes was probably the scariest thing I've ever seen. Like
you just watch him sometimes when he plays for France at the World Cup. You're just like,
it just feels
the greatest player I've ever seen in my life.
I know, it's like I don't get to watch Mbappe that often because I don't. Like watch Real Madrid or I definitely never watch PSG unless it's in the Champions League. So it's like I throw on a France game, like, oh,
this
guy is ridiculous.
I know, and just the France-Argentina game, man. Like I remember watching that game and I was like, this is probably the greatest game I've ever watched. That was
one of the best games of all time. Like
that and the Netherlands-Argentina game, but the final that's like the most memorable soccer game I've ever watched in my life.
That was an unbelievable game, just from the script on that, like from start to finish.
Yeah, France comes back and it's like
you couldn't draw. Like that was definitely the most entertaining World Cup final. Like
so
I think like the 2-1-0s and then the 2018 World Cup final wasn't even really a game.
Yeah, man, I hate when I get to the finals and it's like both teams try and play super defensive and it's like we're here to not lose. But
I know I feel like Champions League finals for like 10 years in a row.
1-0.
Who's gonna make the first mistake?
Which I hate. I wish it was just like we're gonna try and win and we're gonna try and kill.
That's why that like Real Madrid Juventus final, like when Real Madrid got an early goal and Mandzukic got that bicycle kick. I was like, all right, we're on. So that was a fun one.
I don't know. I'm excited excited for it here. I think it'll be. It's
got potential to be a fun World Cup.
It's definitely gonna be a 1-1 World Cup.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how well it does.
I hope. I'm very skeptical about 48 teams. Obviously, there's a world where it does work out very well, and I look like an idiot. I just think
it will work out.
I think 30. It's a lot like in March Madness. Like you can't beat the 64 team bracket in March Madness. Like 32 teams for a knockout tournament like that. Like that's just
perfect.
It's perfect like for the math because like you just go straight to the round of 16. It's just the perfect number because like
now
realistically,
now it's gonna have to be like a week longer. Which I'm not complaining about.
No, nobody's going to complain about more games, but like
for the players,
I think there's probably like 10 to 12 teams that you could say they could win the World Cup.
Yeah,
and it's like
then you look at everyone else, you're like, yeah.
So now and then you're just expanding the field to watch like more teams like
get cooked.
when they had, that's what the World Cup qualifiers for anyway. So it's like
you're gonna see teams like if Curacao makes it, they're gonna just get like smacked,
yeah.
like 6-0 every game.
Like remember in the Women's World Cup when USA beat Thailand like 13-0. It's like I don't want anything like that happening where it's like what's even the point of this? Because I could see where a circumstance where that happens. I hope it doesn't get there.
Yeah, then it's just.
I'm trying to remain optimistic, but
we're edging closer to that World Cup in the summer.
It's creeping.
I'm excited. I don't know.
I
think
think
get to a game, but the ticket prices look tough.
Yeah, good luck going there.
Yeah.
That's why I got all hyped up when they announced it. I was like, I'm going to get to go to a World Cup game.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, now the minimum.
Better off going to the World Cup in Spain.
The minimum ticket prices now, it's like $600 for a group stage game.
And that's going to be a stinker game. It's not going to be a game anybody wants to go to.
It's going to be, Israel and Iraq or something.
Uzbekistan versus Curacao.
Please.
See, before we wrap up, let's just see who else qualified already, because I just don't even remember.
I know, obviously, there are 3 hosts. South Korea.
Uzbekistan keeps sticking out to me because that's like who I remember.
They have not qualified, no way.
Yeah, they have. They're like one of the first teams.
That's crazy.
Let's see. Or Japan was the first.
South Korea, I think. New Zealand.
Japan, New Zealand, Iran, Argentina, Uzbekistan, South Korea, Jordan, Australia, Brazil, Ecuador, Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Algeria, Ghana, Cape Verde. So it's like even already you're seeing some of these teams.
Yeah. Like Cape Verde.
Cape Verde, Jordan. It was like, what are like? Do we even need like? I don't know.
Are they going to get cooked?
Obviously. Yeah. So it's just like, and you have your Cinderellas. Like you have your Costa Rica that made the quarterfinal, and you have your Morocco, Croatia. But it's like
it'll happen.
There's that game when you look back, those are like good teams still. So it's like I don't know.
You worry about some of the smaller nations, like the island nations. I worry for that.
Yeah.
Like not. I mean, obviously they still.
Like, do you remember the Confederations Cup in 2013 when Tahiti was in it? And they just got blown out by everybody.
It's like I know they're honored to be there, and it's incredible for the nation, but it's like that can't be fun.
No.
Like you're just getting pumped, like 6-0.
Like even in the Club World Cup this summer when those random New Zealand teams are just getting throttled by Bayern Munich.
Yeah, because it's like they're
semi-pro. They work part-time jobs. Yeah.
It's insane.
But yeah.
I'm excited.
Exciting times, questionable times.
Yeah. Definitely a lot.
I think we're creeping up to an end here. We're creeping up on another total 90 minutes. It's been an hour and 22.
It's a good one. Back with the Prim next weekend.
We'll have more regularly scheduled programming.
Do we want to hit a little predictions for the Prim weekend?
Yeah, let's see. That our last thing before we say goodbye. Let's talk about what's going to happen in the Prim.
The early game is obviously the best. 7:30 on Saturday. Chelsea.
I actually don't know.
Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, 7:30 on Saturday.
I don't see much hope for Forest right now.
I don't either. If Chelsea don't win, I'll cry.
Chelsea's got it.
Chelsea's got that in the bag. Brighton, Newcastle.
That'll be a fun game. That's always a fun game. Newcastle, I think, will win.
Yeah. Burnley, Leeds. I think Leeds. That's Burnley's chance to get points, but I think Leeds are.
The Leeds are the better team for sure, but Burnley might come
Bournemouth Palace is a fun game.
That's a good game. Does Crystal Palace?
It's at Crystal Palace.
Lose the second in a row, or does?
I can see a tie, but not exciting. City, Everton, Man City are.
Is it at Hill Dickinson or is that?
It's in Manchester.
Okay, Man City. I think Man City will probably.
No Jack Grealish that game either.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I think Man City won't keep a clean sheet, but they'll score 3.
Yeah, Erling Haaland will probably score a brace.
Sunderland's whipping on Wolves for sure.
Wolves might finally pick up a win.
Doubt it. Arsenal, Fulham. I hope Fulham can get a steal points.
I just don't think Arsenal. Arsenal's going to win 2-0.
I think Fulham could pull out with a 2-2.
Arsenal's not getting scored on twice. That's just not going to happen.
King, bro.
That's Josh King and Kevin.
Yep. Spurs are beating Villa at home.
I'll disagree. I'm going to say Villa wins.
Okay.
Just to have some spice.
And the game of the weekend, Liverpool United. The late kickoff on Sunday.
I don't think we'll win. I think we'll be competitive. I don't think we'll win.
Yeah. You
But
don't not
here's
as
the
much
crazy
it's
thing.
in Liverpool.
Is if we do win,
That's the start.
we will be like 2 or 3. I can't remember now, but we'll be 2 or 3 points off Liverpool, despite everything we've gone through this. So it's like
You're not. It's still the.
if we win this game, like
you're still. In
it
the
will
chance.
it will turn some heads for sure.
Still within a chance for the top
But it's at
6.
Anfield. I just don't really see a scenario where we.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I
Crazier
think,
things have happened.
Yeah, Liverpool
I
with
think-
the international break too could be helpful for them.
Could be helpful for us. I just hope we go out there and we play like we did against Arsenal when we lost, and not like we did against Brentford when we lost. And then I don't know. We might be able to catch them out. We'll see. But I don't know. I don't think we'll win.
The Monday kickoff.
West Ham versus.
Brentford, West Ham.
Well, give me West Ham. Give me
Give me
Nuno's first win.
Brentford.
Give me Nuno's first win.
Give me Brentford.
He needs it.
West Ham have been woeful.
Well, that was Graham Potter.
Woeful.
Nuno can turn a team around. We've seen it.
West Ham have been awful.
Anyway.
They won their last game, but still, they're scary.
I think that'll wrap it up.
Good stuff.
Riley, do you have anything you want
No,
to end us with?
up the Blues. Forever and always.
Glory, glory, Man United. You heard it
Crazy.
here first. All right. Goodbye. We'll be back next week. Don't go anywhere.